Guys, and welcome to the CNBC TV 18 Weekender. Our guest today is a truly global Indian who's worked across continents, and at the young age of 31 he started his own firm and has since then struck many multi-million-dollar deals. He created history when he was elected the first Indian to be the president of the prestigious Harvard Business School. Siddharth Yog, the founder of Xander Group, is our guest on this edition of the Weekender.
गिरते हैं शाह सवार ही मैदान जंग में, वो तिफ्र क्या गिरे जो घुटनों के बल चले. Only those who ride high in battle can fall on the battlefield. Those that are crawling on their knees, what falling can they do?
Brought to you by Gulf. Pick up your ride.
Welcome back. Let's talk about the big national story. The debate over the Uniform Civil Code once again being sparked off after the Union Law Ministry wrote to the Law Commission seeking its views on the feasibility of the concept of having one law for all citizens when it comes to civil matters. Now, politics has already overtaken the discourse, with other parties accusing the BJP of deliberately raking this up to polarize with an eye on the UP elections. Here's a report on where things stand as of now.
If the Modi government has its way, India may soon have a uniform civil code. Sources tell CNN News 18 that the Law Commission has been given clear and specific instructions to look into the feasibility and formulation of a uniform civil code. This would mean that there would be one code for all, Hindus, Muslims, Christians, on issues like marriage, divorce, inheritance and succession. So at present, a Hindu, a Muslim or a Christian has different rules governing marriages, divorce, maintenance and other issues, which is why it's easier said than done. Many political parties are unlikely to agree to a uniform code.
मैं समझता हूँ कि UCC सिर्फ इसलिए उठाया जा रहा है कि विभाजन के मुद्दे, तोड़ने के मुद्दे, आपसी वैमनस्य फैलाने के मुद्दे और एक ऐसा वातावरण बनाने के लिए जिससे कि वोटों को खींचा जाए, ये दुर्भाग्य की बात है.
The coincidence that elections are around the corner in UP cannot be missed, and many parties are aware of this. But the Modi government insists it's to keep the country together and united.
Repeatedly, I used to get questions in the parliament. Even the Supreme Court also observed in the recent judgments and all that. So I wanted to have a detailed study as far as Common Civil Procedure Code is concerned. So for that reason, I requested the Law Commission to give me a report with regard to all this.
However, despite the political ambivalence on the issue, the courts have favoured a common civil code. Be it the 1985 Shah Bano case, the 1995 Sarla Mudgal case, or the 2003 judgment in the John Vallamattom matter. The courts, however, have adopted a hands-off approach when it comes to directing the Parliament to legislate on the issue.
The debate over the Uniform Civil Code has been a long drawn one, and also something which has been mired with controversy, and as many political parties seem to be suggesting, it's with an eye on elections in Uttar Pradesh. But with the government being very adamant on moving ahead with this finally, will the UCC become a reality soon? With Ashok Bagria in New Delhi, Pallavi Ghosh.
Now, as the monsoon reaches North India, heavy rains in Uttarakhand are already creating havoc. Cloudburst in Pithoragarh and Chamoli have killed at least 30 people. Landslides have shut the Rishikesh-Badrinath highway. The NDRF is moving people out of low-lying areas, especially now that the Met Department is predicting heavy to very heavy rains in the state over the next 72 hours.
जहाँ इस तरीके की घटनाएं हुई हैं वहाँ आईटीबी, पुलिस, आर्मी सबको पहुंचा दिया गया है. एसडीआरएफ को भी सब जगह तैनात कर दिया गया है. मेडिकल टीमें पहुंचाई जा रही हैं. हमारी यथासंभव कोशिश है कि बचाव का कार्य जो है तत्परता से हो. टोटल संख्या हमको आशंका है कि ये कहीं पर 18-20 के करीब आ रही है, उससे बढ़ भी सकती है.
Now let's listen into what the Uttarakhand cabinet. Now, according to ANI, the Uttarakhand cabinet will meet on Friday to discuss damage caused in the state due to heavy rainfall and cloudbursts. Now, weather is playing havoc in Arunachal Pradesh as well. A landslide in the Bholakpong buried many people. 5 bodies have been recovered from the spot so far, but police fear that the death toll may rise. 8 people are still missing. A school building in the area has also been submerged in water. Now, 50% of opioid-dependent population in the state of Punjab injects their daily dose, not always with a safe syringe. Now, this has led to a disturbing rise in blood-borne diseases like HIV and hepatitis C in the state. In part 2 of our special series, What's Ailing Rural India from the state of Punjab, CNBC TV 18's Archana Shukla reports on this massive healthcare crisis and why the government's attempt to tackle it is really failing.
कोई भी सिरिंज पड़ी होती थी ना, हमें मतलब कि पता नहीं होता क्या है क्या नहीं, हमें यही बस हमें नशा चाहिए, तो जो सिरिंज पड़ी होती थी उससे हम टीका लगा लेते थे.
And with this, the inevitable.
तो हमें काला पीलिया हो गया ऐसे, मतलब कि काफ़ी मतलब कि घर से तबाही की है.
28-year-old Gaurav and his friend Sonu, both drug addicts, recount their horrors of sharing needles to inject heroin in their near-dead veins.
हम तो उसको 15-15 बार 20-20 बार लगाते रहे हैं एक ही सिरिंज को.
Almost 50% of opioid-dependent population in Punjab injects the deadly drug heroin or easily available opioid medication buprenorphine. Now infected with the deadly burden of hepatitis C, Gaurav and Sonu come to this opioid substitution therapy center in Swami Vivekanand De-Addiction Center in Amritsar city. But they are not alone.
Over 600 active drug users come to this OST center, the Opioid Substitution Center, to get their daily dose of drug. These are still active drug users, but the attempt is to move them from intravenous drug use to orally taken, medically approved pharmaceutical drugs. And this is much needed because the statistics and data is damaging.
According to a study conducted by the Swami Vivekanand De-Addiction Center in 2015, 38% of intravenous drug users contracted hepatitis C and 30% of ITUs contracted HIV infection. The Punjab Opioid Dependent Survey 2015 estimated nearly 75,000 ITUs in the state. However, state-level data on drug users contracting HIV and hepatitis C was not available.
It's an indicator that a hospital like ours, which is a tertiary care center, is getting so many patients suffering from HCV or HIV. That means the figure is there, comparable figure is there in the general population.
At the center, we met Bhagwant Singh, a peer group member of the National AIDS Control Organization's Needle Exchange Program. A former addict himself, Bhagwant now distributes clean syringes and condoms to his addict friends to promote safe use. But the Needle Exchange Program, which is globally recognized to help arrest spread of STDs and blood-borne infections in injecting drug users, has not been a true success in drug dens of Punjab.
At the ground level, it didn't work because actually, what happens here in Punjab is that the big shots who are doing all this business, they've not been caught. So what happens is the lower level, they're very, very scared. That किसी को पता चल जाएगा arrest होके अंदर हो जाएंगे. So they're very scared to open it out that yes, we are on drugs. So not ready to admit it. So it was not possible for us.
चल के जाना पड़ेगा.
नहीं गाड़ी चले जाएगी. गाड़ी चल जाएगी. We accompanied Bhagwant to one of his hotspots in the outskirts of Amritsar city. However, as anticipated, none of the users came forward openly.
आप लोग अभी भी सुई से लेते हैं? हाँ?
जो चिट्टे वाइट वाला था, ये वाला करते थे सभी ये. तो अब खत्म हो गया वैसे, अब कम करते हैं वैसे, ये दवाई दूई खा रहे हैं आपकी.
Without the cameras, we heard real stories and we saw the true picture of drug-abused Punjab. Substances and opioid freely available. People, in fact, in front of us also came in motorbikes who were willing to supply drugs to people who wanted it. Charges 500 rupees for a small pack of heroin. It's that easily available in these small by-lanes of Punjab. The amount of penetration of these drugs in these regions is much more than the penetration of clean syringes.
With camera person Bharat Kori and Sunny Paswan, this is Archana Shukla in Amritsar.
And on Monday, in our third part of our series, we will take you to a village in Punjab where not 50, not 60, not 70, but 90% of the population has been infected with hepatitis C. Well, with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Business Saturday. But stay tuned to CNBC TV 18 as Money, Money, Money is up next.
Tell us the main advantage SMEs